Today, I'm sharing the things that I wish someone had told me before choosing secular homeschooling. Welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shauna, and if you're new here, we're a homeschooling family of 4. We are entering our 9th year of homeschooling, and I will have an 8th grader and a 4th grader. Today, I want to discuss with you the realities of secular homeschooling and what I wish I had known when we started. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. As many of you know, we have been homeschooling since my oldest entered kindergarten. So we are people who chose this way of life on purpose. And again, as any consistent viewer of the channel knows, the whole reason that I come here and I share is because when I started, there were no resources for secular homeschoolers. And if there were, they were impossible to find. I knew that everything I saw online didn't look like the homeschool that we envisioned or that we created. And I knew that there just had to be other people out there, like my homeschool family, who prioritized educational value when they made these decisions and not, religious bias. And fortunately, I found so many of you here. But I think it's really important. This video topic is very important to talk about the realities of what it's like when you choose secular homeschooling. I hate to. Spoiler alert, it kind of sucks sometimes. So, why choose secular homeschooling? We choose secular homeschooling because I want my kids we choose homeschooling because I want my kids to have the absolute best possible education available to them. And I feel very confident that I am very motivated enough to be the person to provide that tailor-made education to take them absolutely anywhere they want to go. We choose secular as opposed to non-secular, as opposed to religious, because while we maintain a personal faith, I just don't feel like that has a place in education. So for me, I want to make sure that they're getting the best possible. And honestly, I don't think that that is a religious-based education. If you didn't know, most homeschoolers are not this kind. I always say those kind of homeschoolers. It's not, the amount of times that I have to say things like, "Oh, we're not those kind of homeschoolers," is really hard because it's become, a stereotype and a cliche. We like science. We believe in evolution. I don't believe in young earth. I mean, there's a lot. And I know somebody in the comments is going to be like, "I'm religious and we believe in science." Okay, there's a few of you, but I'm blanket statement. I'm stereotyping. I am stereotyping. Shamelessly stereotyping those kind of homeschoolers. Okay, so those who are, if you get me, you get me. Don't, go rage in the comments. That's fine. I'm not saying 100%, I'm saying mostly. And I live in a Bible Belt in a very conservative area. So I feel like I know what I'm talking about. Again, I've done this 9 years. So going into 9 years. So I'm just saying, I'm not an expert. I just have a whole heck of a lot of experience to fall back on. So yes, there's gonna be a few of you. I get it. Okay. Reality number 1. You're gonna be piecing it together. Because we aren't those kind of homeschoolers that share the bulk of the homeschool market, it is hard to find what you want in secular homeschool curriculum materials, which is why at almost every single opportunity I get to review a piece that is secular, I will do it. And I will do it shamelessly because there's so little out there. And if it is out there, it's so hard to find. And sometimes it's real sneaky and is secretly not secular or secretly not even neutral. So when given an opportunity, almost every time I will review secular pieces, curriculums, games, anything that could be construed for homeschooling if it is secular. And every single time a vendor reaches out to me and says, I'd like for you to look over my product. Are you secular? What are your thoughts? I need to know what's up. Every time. Every time. Every single time. And I try to do my best to lay out what is and isn't secular, or if it's neutral. I try really hard. But you're going to be piecing it together. So just brace yourselves for that. You're going to become a researcher. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I hope that by coming here to share, I've made your research a little easier. But, reality number 2. You're going to feel like the odd one out. And I know this because almost always I feel like the odd one out. My kids took a homeschool ninja class. So you're sitting in the lobby with the other parents, and they're all homeschool parents in the middle of the day. And almost never could I relate to a conversation that I overheard. And when I could, I never agreed with the context of the conversation. So yeah, get really comfortable feeling like an outsider, because I'm really sorry, you super will. This even applies in secular groups too, because secular homeschoolers, while being the tiny group that they are, tend to be, some of them, not all of them, tend to be even less inclusive somehow, and just real, I don't know what the word, righteous? Real righteous on what is and isn't secular and what they'll tolerate and won't tolerate. And I don't think it does the world a lot of favors. But yeah, just get really comfy. Really, really comfy being an outsider, because, well, you're going to. And I'm sorry. And I hope that you can come here and share, and this place is a safe space, but buckle up, it ain't pretty. It is not pretty. It's not easy either. It's really hard sometimes, I gotta be honest. It's just really freaking hard. Number 3, reality. The freedom of homeschooling is both awesome and overwhelming. It is awesome because you can do whatever you want. It is overwhelming because you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? I know that you've been in that position where you have so many options, it's impossible to decide. And I know that you understand what I'm saying, because we all do understand that. There is no guidebook. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. And it's even less when you're a secular homeschooler than when you are a faith-based homeschooler. There's just even less. It is good, and the freedom is worth it, and everything we're doing is worth it. It's good. That's hard. Number 4, reality that I have for you. You are going to have to advocate for yourself. Again, there's a lot of framework out there for those kind of homeschoolers and a lot less for us. If you want there to be a co-op that is secular, you might have to start it. If you want there to be a class offered somewhere, that's going to be on you guys. If it's not already there, if it's not already laid out, and some of you are so fortunate to have wonderful secular communities near you, and the one here has grown, but I'm going to circle back to that in a minute. It has grown, but it is also dwindling because while there are many people coming to homeschool, I've seen a lot of people this year, and I know that it's because we're all burnt out and the world is hard and heavy. A lot of people this year leaving homeschooling and going back to a traditional brick and mortar or some sort of more structured environment. So if you want there to be a thing, you're going to have to make it. If you want it to be what you want, you're going to have to make it. Reality number 5, homeschooling isn't less than, it's just different. For every decision you make, there are consequences. For everything you choose, you are not choosing something else. Yes, we're foregoing public school. So a lot of that, like prom and a traditional graduation and things like that, traditional prom, you're going to be sacrificing. You're going to be sacrificing some of those latent social effects. So you're going to have to make up for it. It's just different. Okay. Also, something that's really, really big in raising young humans, as it should be, to be members of society, is values-based lessons. And I am here to tell you, you can still teach values. For whatever reason, people, especially those kinds of homeschoolers, are convinced that secular kids are like feral or like demonic in some way. Like they don't have values and standards and things like that. And if you look again at the products on the market that are designed to tailor to those of who are not us, there are a lot of resources that teach values and character traits and things like that, but all from a biblical perspective, biblical worldview. There are resources for you if you want to teach those things to your kids, because I think we're raising little members of society. It's so important for your kids to understand that truth is important, and honesty and helping your fellow man and all of that. And you can do that devoid of biblical stuff. You can. I am going to mention right now two resources that I will link down in the comments, okay? Tiny Values, a subscription-based box made from a creator of Pixar who is amazing, who sends you monthly boxes to teach, I think there's 12 of them, 12 different values, character traits every month. It's so amazing. Link down below. And one that is new to me, and they consider themselves neutral, so full disclosure, there's no mention of anything biblical, but you could see how I could get there. So the second one, full disclosure, Legendary Tales. And I'm going to link that for you down below. I think one or both of them are affiliate links. So if you use my link to go over there or check it out, I get a little benefit from that. So full disclosure, there are two resources that I am mentioning right now. And Legendary Tales is like, it tells classic stories and then highlights like the moral of the story. So I think those are really cute. So you can still teach kindness, ethics, compassion, empathy, all of the wonderful things that every child in the world needs so that we can have a wonderful, kind, empathetic, good society for all of us to live in. You can do that devoid of the Bible. You just can. You can, because morals and Bible are not exclusive. Okay, they're just not. So those are my 5 realities of choosing secular homeschooling. What I wish I knew before we started was that you don't have to have all the answers when you start. And if you wait till you have all the answers, you'll never start. If you wait for the perfect time, you'll never start. It's scary. It's big. You can always try it. You can always quit. Quitting is not a bad thing. Pivoting is not a bad thing. It is okay if you know your limits and then you freaking stick to them. Please do. Please do. It is okay to change resources mid-year. Part of the club. I've done that. And there are more secular options out there than you think, even if it's certain things that have been kind of hijacked by those kind of homeschoolers, or even if it can be a secular resource, even if it is by a religious company. For example, the non-religious curriculum kits from Timberdoodle, again, not secular, but non-religious. Or we've used Matthew C. Never found a problem with it, even though the founder and the whole company has a biblical leaning. There are things out there, okay? Which again, this falls back to those like strictly secular people who are almost negating the point of just doing our friggin' best out here. So there's more out there than you think, and you can find it, and you can come here and you can ask, and I'll continue to review everything that I can. And there are networks and things available for you. And I hope that I am happily one of them. If you have considered secular homeschooling, or if you're early in your journey and you just wish that you had heard this early, here it is. It's not easy, guys, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. I know every day that we have made the right decision. We are making the right decisions. We are moving forward as best we possibly can with all the information we have in this moment. And I know that we're doing our children an incredible service with their education, their secular education. So guys, I hope that you found any of this helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit those big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I will link anything that I did specifically talk about down below. And like I said, these are the realities of secular homeschooling and things I just wish I had known before we started. And I hope that having shared here for 5 years, your path forward is a little bit easier because I've shared. So there you go. Anything you want to add down in the comments, I would love to hear what you feel like needs to be added to this list. Are you the strict definition secular? Are you those homeschoolers? I want to know. Leave it up for me down in the comments. Let's start a great conversation, because sometimes you just got to hear the crap of it, right? You just need to know. You just need to be fully aware of the crap of it. You can just absorb it, accept it, and then move on. Let's do it. Bye, guys.